From bright circus colors to armored stealth, Robin's costume has evolved with each new hero who's worn the mantle. But it all started with one iconic design that set the tone for sidekick style everywhere. Let's dive into the very beginning and see how Dick Grayson's original suit blended youthful optimism and theatrical flair to brighten Batman's dark world. Dick Grayson's original Robin suit. Dick Grayson's original Robin suit is the blueprint for everything that came after, and yet it's about as practical as a clown costume in a hailstorm. Debuting in Detective Comics number 38 back in 1940, this suit was designed to brighten the tone of Batman's grim world and give kids someone they could actually relate to, a beacon of hope and youthful energy in the darkest corners of Gotham. Before Robin, Batman was a brooding loner, but Dick's brightly colored outfit instantly flipped the mood. The suit's classic components are pure circus acrobat flair. A vibrant red tunic, a sunny yellow cape, green trunks, green gloves, pixie shoes, and that signature black domino mask. It's basically what a trapeze artist would wear if they decided to fight crime instead of swinging over an audience. The inspiration is clear. Dick was a flying Grayson, a circus performer, so the suit mirrors that world perfectly. No bulky armor, no heavy boots, just lightweight fabric built for agility and theatrics. It's not designed to stop bullets, but to dazzle both criminals and readers alike. Before you roll your eyes at the lack of protection, hear me out. This was 1940, and comics aimed at young readers thrived on bold, eye-catching colors and clear visual storytelling. The suit's bright red and yellow clashed intentionally with Batman's shadowy blacks and grays, reinforcing Robin as the optimistic counterbalance. His exposed legs and tiny shoes might make you cringe imagining a kid running into Gotham's grit, but they emphasize speed and fluidity, essential traits for the acrobatic sidekick. The black domino mask is classic superhero shorthand for secret identity, not exactly foolproof, but effective symbolically. The red tunic with its R emblem became a lasting icon, instantly recognizable and widely beloved for generations. It set the template for all subsequent Robin suits, a visual shorthand that screams youthful hero more than stealth operative. But here's where it gets complicated. The suit's impracticality is painfully obvious by modern standards. Minimal armor and bright colors mean Robin would stand out like a neon sign in a gunfight. This contrast between colorful flair and vulnerability has fueled debates about how much Batman actually cares about the kid's safety. Still, the suit symbolizes something bigger than protection. It's hope, optimism, and partnership, the sidekick who brings light into Batman's darkness. That's why this design remains iconic despite its flaws. It visually represents that early era when superheroes were circus performers with a cause, not tactical operatives. And not to mention, it's just plain fun to look at. But if you think a boy in circus tights dodging bullets is wild, wait until we dive into Jason Todd's Robin suit, the next evolution, with a much darker twist. Jason Todd's Robin suit. Jason Todd's Robin suit started out as basically a remix of Dick Grayson's original look, but with a darker twist nobody expected. When Jason first took up the mantle in the 1980s, he literally wore Dick's old costume, the bright red tunic, green shorts, and yellow cape combo that screamed "Kid Hero" from miles away. This wasn't an accident. It reassured readers that Robin was a stable fixture, even if the person under the mask had changed. Soon, Jason got a slightly updated version of that suit, minor tweaks here and there, but nothing major enough to lose the familiar red, green, and yellow palette. His costume still had the classic Robin R emblem and the black domino mask for brand continuity. Basically, Jason's Robin looked like exactly what readers expected, the boy wonder, just with a different face. Here's where it gets weird. Jason's personality was the exact opposite of what you'd expect from someone in such a bright, cheerful outfit. He was aggressive, impulsive, and often reckless. A huge contrast to Dick's optimistic, acrobatic heroism. This clash between Jason's fiery nature and the almost clownish costume created tension writers couldn't resist. That contrast hit a tragic peak in the 1988 A Death in the Family storyline. Jason's brutal murder by the Joker, shown in his bright Robin suit soaked in blood, turned the costume into a symbol of lost innocence and failed protection. The story itself was a bizarre meta-experiment. DC actually held a phone poll where fans voted whether Jason lived or died. By a razor-thin margin of 72 votes, the audience decided to kill him off. Suddenly, Robin's iconic suit wasn't just bright and hopeful. It was a shroud of tragedy, guilt, and fan involvement in one of comics' darkest chapters. The vivid colors made Jason's violent end even more shocking. His yellow cape and red tunic weren't armor. They made him vulnerable, a kid dressed for fun facing lethal danger. This sparked debates among fans and creators about how responsible Batman really was for sending teenagers on deadly missions dressed like circus performers. The suit highlighted the uncompromising truth that Robin wasn't protected. He was a target. Jason's death also fueled his transformation into the anti-hero Red Hood. His new, dark, armored outfit with a helmet cruelly rejected the vulnerable, colorful Robin look he once wore. It visually marked his break from optimistic sidekick to violent, morally gray vigilante. The contrast between bright Robin and tactical Red Hood perfectly captures Jason's fall and rebirth in Batman lore. Looking back, Jason's Robin suit carries way more emotional weight than just design. It stands for innocence lost and Gotham's brutal cost of youthful heroism. That cheerful, circus-inspired look once symbolized hope and partnership, but became an accidental emblem of failure and tragedy. Fans still debate if Jason's fate was a cautionary tale about child endangerment or a misguided editorial stunt, but the image of his bright costume drenched in blood still haunts decades later. So Jason's suit is more than a hand-me-down. It's a tragic symbol, a reminder that a bright suit doesn't guarantee a happy ending. At least Dick was just a kid playing hero. Jason's story asks the darker question, what happens when that kid ends up dead? If you think that's a heavy legacy, wait until you see how Tim Drake's Robin suit flips vulnerability on its head. Tim Drake's Robin suit. Tim Drake's Robin suit was a game changer. For the first time, the Robin costume really responded to real concerns about sidekick safety. Gone were the bare legs and pixie shoes, replaced by full-length green leggings and sturdy boots that looked like they could actually handle a street-level fight in Gotham's deadliest alleys. This wasn't just a flashy outfit designed to pop on the page. It was a tactical upgrade meant to protect a kid thrown into a world of serious violence. Debuting in the early 1990s, Tim's suit was created during a time when fans and editors alike were questioning how realistic it made sense to send a teenager out wearing bright colors without armor. Norm Breyfogle worked to craft a Robin look that could balance tradition with practicality. The red tunic remained, but now it extended a bit longer and was cut for function over flair. His cape was a new two-tone design, black on the outside, yellow inside, allowing him to blend in with Batman's stealth without losing that iconic Robin flash of color during combat or movement. It was like Batman's apprentice took a page out of both a detective's outfit and a soldier's gear. Functionality was front and center. Tim's gauntlets looked beefier and more suited for defense and gadget deployment. The tactical utility belt became more segmented and bulky, implying he carried more than just a few ropes and batarangs. Kevlar or other bullet-resistant fabrics were hinted at throughout the suit, making it clear this was no longer a costume you'd wear just to look cool at a carnival. The full-coverage leggings and boots said prepared, not sidekick in training, and this visual maturity matched Tim's personality perfectly. Because Tim Drake wasn't just any Robin, he was the detective Robin. Thoughtful, cerebral, analyzing every detail, he wasn't the brash kid of past eras. His suit was a metaphor for this methodical, grounded approach. You didn't have to guess how seriously he took the job. It was stitched into every panel and design choice. Darker elements like the black cape exterior connected him visually to Batman's world of shadows, while the bright lining and red tunic kept the spirit of Robin alive in full color. Fans have widely embraced Tim's suit as the definitive modern Robin look. It manages to walk the tightrope between staying true to the emblematic red, yellow, and green palette and ditching the impractical circus vibe that haunted earlier versions. The design has inspired countless fan interpretations and even video game skins that keep the classic color blocking but add armor plating and realistic textures. It's the suit that many picture when they think of Robin today. Cool, mature, and believable as a young hero on the streets. Tim's costume was also a quiet response to the tragedies of previous Robins, especially Jason Todd's death. It told readers that this Robin was safer, more prepared, and not just a child playing dress-up. It gave hope that the Batman family was evolving, adapting to the brutal realities of Gotham rather than ignoring them. In short, Tim Drake transformed Robin from a flashy sidekick into a credible young hero through his suit. It's a visual declaration that Robin could be both iconic and serious, vibrant and tactical. And that balance is exactly why his costume still stands out in fan communities as the gold standard. But if you think that's the peak of Robin suit evolution, wait until you see the next generation. Damian Wayne's Robin costume takes everything Tim brought and cranks it up with armor, hoods, and a brutal assassin's edge. Damian Wayne's Robin suit. Damian Wayne's Robin suit is like the outfit's punk rock rebellion moment. Unlike Dick Grayson's bright circus costume or Tim Drake's tactical kid soldier look, Damian's suit carries the weight and edges of his lethal assassin upbringing with the League of Assassins. This isn't a Robin meant for rooftop flips with a smile. It's a Robin ready to deal with foes by any means necessary, and that's built right into the design. Before you label it too dark or too edgy, hear me out. Damian is literally the son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul, trained from birth to be a killing machine. So this armored hooded suit reflects that violent legacy while still wearing iconic Robin colors. The hood itself is a defining element, no previous Robin had one, and it acts like a mask of maturity and menace, hiding not just the face, but the child beneath. It's the tension between innocence and lethal skill made visible. At a glance, Damian's suit pulls off the impossible. It blends medieval knight vibes with ninja aesthetics. Heavier boots and bracers look built for brutal close combat. Layered tunics suggest armor plates instead of fabric, and gauntlets sport little fins echoing Batman's own style. The cloak, edged with bright yellow lining, keeps the Robin legacy alive, flashing that classic color when Damian moves like a tactical assassin in the shadows. It's homage and a statement this Robin isn't your circus acrobat. What really sets this suit apart is how it signals Damian's aggressive, sword-wielding combat style. While most Robins stick to batons or staffs, Damian's gear often includes scabbards or straps for blades, showing he's ready to kill if necessary. The bulk and weight imply bulletproof or at least shuriken-proof protection. This isn't just for show. It's designed for a kid who's faced assassins before he learned to walk. Here's where it gets dark. Damian's costume embodies a deep internal struggle. He's the youngest Robin, barely a child, but his outfit looks like war armor hardened before its time. The hood shadows his face, masking not just identity, but emotions, turning a boy into a symbol of menace. Artists use this well. Hood up during combat creates a sinister silhouette. Hood down in family moments reveals the kid underneath. The suit visually narrates Damian's fight to reconcile deadly origins with the innocent hope Robin stands for. That tension bleeds into the storyline too. Damian's armor isn't just aesthetic. It argues his place in the Bat family. He rejects being sidekick. His suit looks less junior partner's costume and more knight's armor, positioning him as Bruce's heir, expected to inherit more than Batman's title, the ruthless burden. His frequent clashes with Tim Drake show the contrast between lethal martial skill and tactical sophistication. Fan reception is mixed, but mostly favors the edge this suit brings. Some hate the darker green and black tones, making Damian harder to spot in busy panels. Others praise how well the design suits his character, a perfect fusion of legacy and individuality that turns costume into storytelling. It's Robin for a brutal modern age, not nostalgia, but complexity. Not everyone's a fan of the hood. Some see it as a too cool for school crutch or prefer the clean simplicity of past Robins. But it's undeniably iconic, almost defines Damian's silhouette. The heavy boots and layered armor give the suit a tank-like feel while the yellow lining maintains essential Robin flair, wearing the past and assassin future at once. In short, Damian Wayne's Robin suit is a visual struggle in costume form, childlike legacy wrapped in killer instinct. It flips Robin from youthful sidekick to deadly heir apparent. The armor and hood declare war and protect innocence simultaneously, a paradox capturing the complexity beneath the mask. Next up, Stephanie Brown's Robin suit, where the mantle meets a DIY spirit and fierce determination in a whole new way. Stephanie Brown's Robin suit. Stephanie Brown's Robin suit stands out not just because she's the only mainline female Robin in core continuity, but because it's a true hybrid. A visual mashup of her spoiler outfit mixed with classic Robin elements. This isn't the sleek, Batman-tailored look of Tim Drake or Damian Wayne. Stephanie's suit feels homemade, prioritizing resourcefulness and individuality over polish. Right away, the costume ditches the bare-legged acrobat style of the original Robin for something practical, but still unmistakably Robin. She wears a red, or sometimes burgundy, tunic with the iconic Robin R emblem. Instead of short trunks, her legs are covered in green or darker leggings, giving a more modest, agile silhouette. The yellow-lined cape hangs traditionally, but features subtle purple accents that nod to her spoiler past. Before you say it looks like crazy cosplay, hear me out. The suit is a visual metaphor for the complicated legacy Stephanie inherits. She's staking claim in a mantle dominated by male predecessors, one with heavy expectations and a very specific look she's determined to both honor and reshape. The purple hints remind us she's not just a Robin passing through. She's carving out real space for female representation in Gotham's boy-focused vigilante family. This suit matches Stephanie's personality, persistent, gritty, fiercely independent. Unlike Tim's polished outfit or Damian's high-tech armor, Stephanie's costume carries that rough-around-the-edges DIY feel. You can almost see the hand-sewn seams and patchwork fixes marking it as something made or altered on a budget. It reflects her limited resources, but also her relentless spirit. It's less about looking flawless and more about being ready, resourceful, and proving she belongs. But here's where it gets interesting and controversial. Fans have debated Stephanie's status as a true Robin for years. Some reject her tenure because it was brief, others question whether she qualifies at all. That debate shapes how people view the suit. To supporters, it's a symbol of breaking tradition and expanding the Bat family to be more inclusive. To skeptics, it's an unofficial look that dilutes the Robin brand. Either way, her suit embodies contested legitimacy. Her costume cleverly blends legacy and individuality. It keeps the essentials, a red tunic, R emblem, yellow cape lining, but adds purple accents and a fitted, practical bodysuit hinting at her origins outside Bruce Wayne's direct mentorship, like a badge of rebellion and innovation rolled into one. By embracing the Robin mantle while visibly departing from the classic style, Stephanie's suit asks what it really means to be Robin. Is it just colors and symbol, or attitude and identity? And that's not just theory. Her hybrid look reflects real struggles in the Bat family story, where representation and legitimacy aren't handed out lightly. Her costume represents the uphill battle female heroes face in mainstream comics, a fight fought not only in storylines but in visuals, fan acceptance, and editorial treatment. All that controversy aside, Stephanie's Robin suit left a lasting mark. It shows the Robin identity isn't one size fits all. It can grow, adapt, and reflect new voices without losing its core meaning. The handmade vibe also hammers home a key superhero theme. Determination and personal agency matter more than flash and polish. If Stephanie's suit feels like a fascinating clash of legacy and individuality, wait until you see how newer versions push those ideas even further. Modern variations. The Robin suit has never been fixed. It's always shifted depending on who's wearing it, what story's told, and the medium. Modern takes push this flexibility further, balancing bright tradition with stealth, armor, and cultural relevance in ways the original creators couldn't imagine. Take the tactical armored versions in games like Batman, Arkham Knight. These ditch flashy showmanship for heavier plating, tougher boots, and muted colors. The red, yellow, and green are still there but subdued. The cape might be shorter or black on the outside with a bright lining inside for flair, but here it's about protection and utility. Robin becomes a prepared fighter, not just a sidekick with style. Players love these suits because they turn Robin from circus acrobat to Gotham's ninja in training with real muscle behind the look. Then there's the 2015 We Are Robin series, which throws out the one-guy mantle model. Instead, a whole movement of Gotham teens inspired by Robin take to the streets, sporting streetwear hoodies, caps, bandanas, and sneakers, all carrying Robin's R or splashes of red, yellow, and green. It's practical, urban, and community-driven, more identity and belonging than flashy symbolism. This reinvention speaks straight to today's sensibilities, turning Robin into a symbol anyone can rally behind, not just Batman's sidekick. It democratizes heroism. Yet the mantle still gets slick tactical updates with classic iconography. Tim Drake's Rebirth and Red Robin suits refine what came before, combining bird-like chest insignias, harnesses shaped like wings, and spiked gauntlets hinting at a grittier style. His outfits stay sharp and form-fitting, but smartly tactical. The cape usually black outside, yellow inside, signaling Tim's place as both classic Robin and an independent crime fighter beyond Gotham's rooftops. These feel like evolution, respecting the past while pushing the costume's utility and meaning forward. Alternate universes and fan redesigns take even bigger risks, blending stealth tactics with classic Robin colors creatively. Think dark undersuits made for urban invisibility with capes so bright they become beacons, muscle padding, military-inspired boots, cargo pants tight enough to stay sleek. These experimental looks don't just tweak, they question what Robin could be in different stories. The costume's fluidity mirrors Robin's shifting identity. What's most interesting is how these modern versions spark debates about what Robin means now. Is he a bright youth symbol braving darkness? A tactical armored fighter? A community icon, or Batman's lone sidekick? Fans argue all sides. Armored suits risk making Robin just another dark vigilante, losing the bright boy wonder feel. Others say without protection, Robin's just a kid in Halloween cosplay, which isn't great when fighting criminals. The We Are Robin movement is praised for diversity and grassroots heroism, but criticized by purists who worry it dilutes seriousness. The evolution of Robin's suit also shows fan culture's growing influence on design. Social media art challenges, YouTube redesigns, and cosplay communities regularly propose looks, blending traditional symbolism with modern style, holding the R front and center but adding stealthy dark bases, modular armor, and versatile footwear. This feedback loop speeds up Robin's visual diversity, and it's not just about style. These suits tell stories of youth empowerment, legacy, belonging, and the challenges of growing up facing danger. Robin's costume becomes a storytelling tool, showing wearer personality, tactical needs, and symbolic role, whether a single apprentice or one of many carrying a shared banner. In the end, modern Robin suits prove this isn't a costume stuck in time. It's a living symbol adapting to time, media, and audience. Tactical Armor pushes for credibility and drama. We Are Robin pushes community and inclusivity. Tim Drake's designs balance tradition with renewal. Fan redesigns keep pushing realism and flair, all while keeping some constants: the unmistakable R badge, red, yellow, green colors, and the promise that under the mask is someone bringing light to Gotham's shadows. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, click the video on the screen now.